Welcome back to the Slab Kings. I'm your boy I Will 3. Man, before we get started, get a chance while you're watching the video, hit the like and subscribe button. We're trying to build up the subscribers, trying to get the content that you guys like. Yeah, man, I appreciate the people who have watched the video so far, who liked and commented. So to get started, man, first, if you can see down here at the bottom, you know, one of the titans in the game who's always up for any discussion about who's the GOAT. We got your boy Michael Jeffrey Jordan. This is one of the cards that I got off of eBay. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start collecting a lot of his base cards. I have some already in my collection that I've sent off to get graded. But this is the 92-93 Upper Deck. And for those who are a little bit younger than I am, in the early 90s, man, Upper Deck really was the hottest company to come out. You check out the product they were putting out, man, was far superior to anything else that was coming out at the time as far as picture quality and the card stock. And so, just, you know, to have anything Upper Deck from around 1990 to 96, 97, you know, you really, you know, had a top-notch product, especially base product. But this is the 92, 93 edition of Upper Deck. Your boy Jordan doing what he's doing, flying rarefied air. And on the back of this card is numbered at, guess what? Number 23. Look at that patented fadeaway gooseneck on the jump shot. You know how Mike does it. So, but I am going to send this off to get graded. It seems pretty decent. You know, anywhere from about an 8 to a 9 is what it looks like. You know, the corners are fairly decent, not sharp. A little bit of kind of browning around the white parts, but hey, what you expect for a card that's almost 30 years old. So next, man, this is the P Daily Gristions. This is my first big submission to PSA. My first one I did was like 20 cards. I got that back. I pretty much flipped all of that product. This one here was 82. So I'm going to break it down. I'm not going to reveal all of them tonight. I'll probably do maybe about 20 or so, just to kind of run through them right quick. Now, one thing that I'm finding out about PSA, you know, I've heard they're tough on grading and this and that. I've heard some other bloggers say that they're real wish-washy. You know, sometimes they do fairly decent and sometimes they don't. I heard one guy today said that sometimes they'll give a grade something that really should be a 10, they'll give it an 8. And then some things that should be an 8, they'll give it a 10. And so, in his philosophy, he was saying that the only reason why he would really use PSA was if he was getting ready to flip a card. You know, he wanted to make sure that he got the most value out of the card, being that as of now, PSA is still like the leaders in grading the memorabilia and the cards. But he said that I can't remember what the guy's name was. I should have got it down to give you reference, but he was saying that CGS was probably a far superior product, and that it is probably in second place right now and maybe hit first within the next couple of years, because he also said about the customer service. So I'm going to find out for myself. I'm going to submit something to CGS and SCG, and there's a couple other ones that'll come out, one called Tag. I want to check them out. I just want to kind of see, you know, how they do their grading system. So in this particular box, I had some boo-boos. And when I say boo-boos, I knew that they shouldn't have gotten a great grade. Then I got some that I thought should got a good grade, got horrible grades. And I have already looked at the paperwork. They sent me back the email. So I kind of know what to expect. But we're going to go ahead and cut it open right now. But I was really surprised that one particular card that they sent back, that I thought there was at least a 7 or 8. I can't wait till I show you. Now, I'm not perfect. My eyes are getting old as I get older. But I know damn well what they consider a 2 on their website. That wasn't a 2 type of card. And most of the time when I seen a 2, it would be for some type of real vintage card, like something from the 30s or 40s, like old, Babe Ruth or Connie Mack or some old school cat like that. And those cards, been around forever. So, let's see what we got here. Okay. They broke them down into 3 separate boxes. Ooh. See if we can get one out of here first. Oh, they got them taped up. My bad. Making sure your stuff don't move, huh? Yeah, we'll do this. We'll go with this first box. And it should have probably about 20-something in here. Let's see what we got. PSA. I like how they do the little marketing inside the box. Okay, here goes some. Now, I will say, this is the receipt list. So let's take a look at what we got here. All right, so this was my vintage package, and where when they were doing the initial run right before the holidays, if you I think you had some at least 20, but you had the 1996 and newer were like the $15, and then 95 below was like $18. So these were 18 per submission. Now again, so we're gonna start off right here. This was Barry Bonds 1986 Topps Traded. Now, I remember buying this set, and who I was really looking for then, and I think it was before he kind of broke the scandal, the steroid scandal with Jose Canseco. And I didn't even remember that Bonds had, they all came out that particular Topps Traded set that year. So you really got some good rookies out of there. I mean, Bo Jackson's in there, Canseco's in there, Bonds are in there. I think McGuire maybe in there, maybe McGuire 85. But man, so to get an 8, I'm like, okay, that's not bad. But I felt as though this could be a 10 product, because when I bought it out of the case, when I busted open, I instantly put them in, sleeved them up or protected them. And, it was really a perfect grade cut. We had good centering, top to bottom, left to right. On the back, with no gum stains, because again, they came in a Topps Traded set. So I really don't know. Again, I'm new to it as far as the grading, but I don't know what they were looking for to have a card of this age and ilk, for it to be a perfect 10. I'm looking at, maybe some ink spots that sometimes happen with the cards from that era, or, anything, that would cause it to be less than a 10. I didn't see it. So this must have been something that they saw with the micro fine tooth or the fine tooth comb or whatever that they scoped them out with, to say, okay, this wasn't a 10 product. So I roll with this 8. But I think it's a fairly clean card. Again, 1986. This card is well over 30 years old. So, this old Barry. There's another one I think I bought. And I got this one out of a package. Now, I have a regular little wax pack. This is the 87, the rookie card, by Topps. Again, clean, top to bottom, no blemishes that, for a basic eye can see. Again, no wax stains. Corners are sharp. But again, they said it was an 8. All right. Now, which was interesting. Now, they gave this a 10. Now, this is Barry's fourth year in the league. This is his second Upper Deck card. And again, with Upper Deck product, man, it just really blew everything away as far as the stock was a lot better. Of course, the picture quality was unmatched at the time, other than maybe a Topps Tiffany or something like that. You wasn't getting product in gloss on a regular card like that. Again, of course, Upper Deck didn't put bubble gum in their product, so it didn't have any stains. No discolorization like some of the cards may tend to get. Just a perfect card, so they did give it a 10. Now, I like these collector's choice cards because of, just the cart, the way they kind of drew it and within the cartoon setting or whatever. Thought that was real neat. It brought some value to a checklist. And so they gave this one a mint 9 for the Red Sox checklist for 1990 Upper Deck. Again, you can see the listing of the team and the cards right there. So give it a 9. Now, here comes some of my complaints. Okay, Michael Jordan. And again, we understand Mike's the GOAT. And I understand through, kind of listening to other podcasts and hearing how hard they grade. And not only grade, the older cards, but they tend to grade the cards that are really worth value. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, the cards that went from the, 80s to the 90s, Ken Griffey Jr. I'm like, okay, if it is a 10, give it a 10. Stop trying to control the population of the amount of cards that are out there that are 10s. If it's a 10, give it a 10. If it's a 9, give it a 9. If it's an 8, give it an 8. Man, again, from the eyeball test, the centering, it may be slightly off from right to left, maybe a little. I mean, but within the scope of what they said was 60-40, and that's not that far off. Corner sharp, no discolorization, no little ink blips or blops, spots. Again, the back immaculate, and they gave it a 7. Like, come on, man, a 7. Here's another one that I absolutely love, and they gave this one an 8. But like, man, look at that. Now, you talking about some of the best during that day? I mean, Roberto Alomar, Juan Gonzalez, Mark McGuire, Clemens, Junior Griffey, Kirby Puckett, Bonds, and the Big Hurt. Like, that's a hell of a card. I mean, beautiful artwork. Again, the black border to me made it, made the pictures even pop better. On the back, again, checklist, front to back, the centering is great, no discolorization. I have no clue, man, what they're looking at and finding this not be a 9 or a 10. It's unbelievable. I digress. We go through a few more here, and we're going to end this one. We're already at 15 minutes. So, again, I went back. I saw the market starting to look open for Nolan Ryan. I've seen a lot of his cards sell recently. And I knew I had some, so I went and got what I had. And, you know, I remember a young boy coming up when he was an Astro, and I hated that he ended up going to the Rangers because, you know, he got 2 more no-hitters and, you know, got the 5,000 strikeout record up in Arlington when he could have did it here in Houston. But, again, they give us an 8. So, again, checking out the centering. Looks good to me, you know, within the parameters of the 60-40. I don't see no roughing of the edges from top to bottom, no discolorization. Again, I think I got this out of a wax pack, but there's no gum stain. Looks great, but again, up under their microscope, they seen something different. They gave it an 8. Now, it did a little bit better. They give this one a 9. This is a 1990. This is the Upper Deck, his base card. I can't remember if he came over. Let's see. He came over in Houston in 89. No, yeah, he did come over, not from here. He come to the Rangers in 89. So he did have a Topps 89, not Topps, Upper Deck 89 card. So this is his second year card. But just a great portrait, you know, caught his good side of his face, you know. So great picture of Nolan. Hall of Famer, you know, him and Bon Phillips, you know, some of the coaches down here, they like just living legends here in the great state of Texas, man. Like there's nothing they can do wrong. Again, you know, 5,000 strikeouts. You know, I like that artwork. They gave it a 9. Again, coloring, centering from left to right, top to bottom. All look good. Again, couldn't really tell you why it didn't get a 10. You know, it's even numbered to 34, which was his number. Love that card. And I'm still debating on some of them I'm going to want to keep for my personal collection. Some of them I'm going to flip. Now, I looked at this one, right? This is his 89 Fleer, his last Astro card. Man, they gave this a 5. So when I go look on PSA's website and see what a 5, you know, the grading conditions for a 5, this does not meet that. I mean, a 5 would literally be, I would think, a card that is creased. The corners are rounded, like I say, crease or watermark or stain. Man, this card is immaculate. I mean, I don't see any blotches, nothing. Again, this came out of a wax pack. There's no wax pack decay on it, no bubble gum. So it just, I don't understand it. They gave us a 5. You know, now I'm not rich and like, you know, or well off like some of the other guys who will say, hey man, I'm gonna go in and get this, crack this open and then resend it in. I don't know, I might just hold on to it. I ain't got the money for that, but I know they rim me on that one. Chipper Jones, they gave this one a mint 8. Again, you know, I don't want to keep saying the same thing, but, you know, how close it is from an 8 to a 10, you tell me. All right, and I had a couple of these sent in. This one here, same thing, they give it an 8. 1991 Chipper Jones. So, part of what I do here at the Slab Kings, man, is my business that I'm going to flip these cards and resell them. You know, you can go to my, you can go to my eBay page, which is Slab Kings -23. You know, and one thing I'm telling you now, you know, I want to try to push the envelope on really the prices of what these cars are going for. Now, we all know at a PSA 10, is, you know, or Beckett 10 or whatever, those are the highest. Those are the highest grades a car can get, and plus, so they ask for, you know, they get the most on the market. But to me, it's too much of a difference between a 9 and a 10, as to where a 10 may be $1,000 and a 9 you may only get $100 or $150 for it. We have to bring that up, and so I'm going to base my cars a little bit different off of a formula that I kind of come up with, and so I will give you all fair prices, but it won't be just, oh, okay, an 8 is going to be equal to what it is being raw, because that's not how I'm going to fly with my product, you know, and if you can find a better deal somewhere else, hey, more power to you. But this is going to conclude this particular break. Like I say, I have probably 60 more other cars that are still packaged up. I'm going to probably do another video tomorrow. Again, if you like the content or what we're trying to get going on here with the Slab Kings, like and subscribe to the page, man. Send me any questions or comments that you have. I appreciate you, and just be patient with us as we're growing. I know other content providers may have a little bit more flash and sparkle to what they're doing. I'm just getting started, but I promise you I'm going to integrate all that into what I'm doing to try to give you the best podcast that I can. Thanks again so much. This is I Will 3, and you guys take care.